Hey girl, hey boy, hey. Hit the like button. Please hit the like button. Hey Drea, Mr. D, Ladybug, Kalia, my girl out there in Arizona. I need to come to Arizona to do a signing. Is it a bunch of y'all out there? Hey girl, hey boy, hey. I need a venue out there in Arizona. About 100 people. But I might not need that many in Arizona. I may need something like 50 people. 30. Hey girl, hey boy, hey. Hey niece. Yeah, I'm gonna definitely come to North Carolina. It's probably gonna be like Charlotte though, or something like that. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. Can you and Mike help me with some locations out there? Maybe like a little small little venue or something, a little something where I can do a little talk back. Little talk. Good day, thinkers, thought leaders, progressives, and dreamers. Hey, Shoe Lover 303. I'm Craig the Writer Stewart, and this is the YouTube live version of So Much to Say. I got some people in Vegas too. I might need to figure it out to come out to Vegas too. Slow down because I'm getting over. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Khalid, I'm gonna be looking for an email from your niece. I just need a little small, little cute little place. I fly out there for the weekend. You know, do a little signing, do a little conversation, a little one-on-one in person. These are my thoughts in my voice on black shit, white shit, gay shit, and everything in between. Now you know I'm nervous about Columbia, South Carolina. Oh no, that was Charleston, South Carolina. I could do Columbia. Dr. LaCourtney, you want to help me find a little venue over there in Columbia? That's a quick little drive. I could drive down there for the weekend. But 1 year ago today, 1 year ago today, I closed on my house. I closed on my house a year ago today. And I hadn't really thought about it because, you know, I've been getting ready to do this signing. Hey, Rachel Smart. Hey, girl, hey. I've been getting ready to do this housewarming. Did I say signing? Getting ready to do this housewarming tomorrow. And, you know, just everything else that's been going on around me. I hadn't had time to really think about. I hadn't had time to think about whether or not, you know, that it was the anniversary. And I was just like, oh my God, a year ago today. Like this time a year ago, I think I was in the closing office. It's 4 o'clock in Atlanta. I was in the closing office and I was trying to hurry up and get back to my old place, to the condo, because I was meeting the movers. And of course, the traffic, this is rush hour traffic. I was supposed to meet them, I think it's 6 o'clock. So I was in the closing office now going over the documents or waiting to go over the documents. And then I was moving in. And then I think Carlton had that surprise dinner for me in the middle of the floor. I didn't have any furniture or anything like that. He had gone to Home Goods and got like a big old ottoman, and Jack set up all of the food. He and Jack set up all of the food on the ottoman, and we ate on the floor on some pillows. Then of course he returned all of that stuff to Home Goods because we didn't need that stuff no more. It was just for the moment. It was just to create that moment, and it was a very nice surprise. But yeah, that was a year ago today. And I'm just like, wow, that's amazing. What a difference a year makes. So much has happened in this past year. My mom was with me for about 9 of those months. And yeah, I mean, we've had a lot of brunches. We've had we've had a few barbecues. And, you know, and I remember, those of you that are on my Patreon, remember when I did the video when I first went into the house and we did the smudging and all of that stuff. That's on my Patreon. And we did with the sage, and then I went through with the Palo Santos and just blessed the house. And some of the stuff that I was saying when I was going through the house by myself, I said, and I actually just did Palo Santos again like a week or so ago. And I went through the house And I was just basically setting my intentions. And I was basically saying, bless this house, secure this house. I was asking for prosperity, for love, for fellowship, for friendship, for great memories, like all of those good things that I wanted to happen in the house. And so, like I said, reset those intentions about a week or so ago. And I think I'm going to make that a tradition, and I'll just kind of do that from time to time. And, just restate my intentions, and, just keep that energy in the house pure and clean. And yes, time really flies when you're having fun. I just cannot believe that it's been a year of them drafting mortgage payments out of my account. Amen. A year of the money actually being there to draft them. Amen. Because once upon a time, niece, I know it's Friday, but we're going to pretend it's a Sunday. Once upon a time, there was a boy named Craig, and I remember one October, and next month is October. I remember one October, I had 13 overdraft fees. Amen. That's when they were $37 a pop. I don't know how much they are now, because I ain't had one in a very long time. Amen. I ain't had one in a very long time. But baby, I remember they were 37 American dollars a pop. I'm trying to get over. And I had 13 of them. And I knew it wasn't no way in hell I was going to try to clear that account. And so what I did, niece, was I went on and let them close that account, because I was not going to let no direct deposit or no check or anything else go in there and get absorbed by those overdraft fees. But yeah, that's 12 months of them drafting mortgage payments. I remember once upon a time, I didn't even, I wouldn't even let anything be on auto draft. I want no auto draft. I'm going to pay y'all when I'm ready. When your money is really funny. Money is always funny, niece. Don't get it fucked up. It ain't funny unless you got Oprah or Bill Gates money. Or that man that owns Jeff Bezos. It ain't funny unless you got their money. But niece, I remember I'd never let anybody do no auto draft on me. I'll pay y'all. I'll get around to it when I get around to it. Amen. But it does feel longer considering all of that work. That's right. And that's why I'm about to sit still and just enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Because it seems like I've been doing work at the house. And it's just like, now I just want to enjoy it. And I just came from this little black-owned vegan place. It's just okay. The food is just okay. They have these tacos. They need a little sauce or something on it to spice them up. Not make them spicy, but to give it a little flavor. Amen? And there you go, Alicia. You took the words out of my mouth. Now I have auto draft only because I'm just so busy that I forget. And I'm going to tell you, when I switched everything to auto draft, I was still living over in the condo over in Hateville. And I switched everything to auto draft because Georgia Power had got a deposit from me when I first moved into the condo. Amen. Because the money was really funny when I first moved into the condo. And it wasn't no way in the world I was going to let them do no auto draft. But I had to pay a $350 deposit when I first moved in to get my power turned on over there in Hateville. Hit the like button, niece. Hit the like button. Hit the share button, niece, please, and thank you. And so they got a deposit. And the only way I was going to get my deposit back was if I made 1 year of on-time payments. And so I was making the payments, but I would always forget. The bill would come, and I would set it down and wouldn't think about it. And I wasn't getting my deposit back. I said, let me put them on auto draft. And so when I put them on auto draft, next thing I know, a year had passed, and my deposit went back as a credit on my account. And then I didn't even have to pay a power bill for about 4 or 5 months, maybe about 6 months. So that was that. But where are all of my Houstonians? Where are my Houstonians, niece? Because I'm thinking about coming. I done found a venue. And I'm thinking, and I'm not going to tell you what it is just yet because I haven't locked it in yet. But the date that I'm looking at is Thursday, October 13th. That's a Thursday. Thursday, October 13th. Are y'all going to come if I come down there, niece? I'm going to rent this venue, and there will be a cost to come in, niece, because the venue ain't free. It's October 30th. I'm going to set up an Eventbrite after I secure the venue. I'm going to set up an Eventbrite, but it's Thursday, October 30th. And It's I'm thinking about doing it at 7:00 p.m. 7:00 p.m. All my Houston people, I'm gonna need you to commit to bringing at least 2 people with you, because it's 125 seats in this place, in this venue. They don't have me come down there and it's only about 10 of y'all. Don't have me come down there and it's only about 10 of y'all, because I'm gonna really be disappointed, and I may not go live for about 3 months. I may not go live for about 3 months. The 13th, 1-3, Thursday, October 13th in Houston. Is that a good date? Don't have me come down there and y'all don't do me like they did me in Charleston, but that was years ago in Charleston, but still. Don't have me come down there. This is Houston, Texas. My girl Kava said, I'm taking off work and everything. Thursday, October 13th. I'm going to do 7:00. I have to rent the venue for like 4 hours, so it'll be from 7 to 11. We won't necessarily be there all night. I'm thinking it'll be 7 to 9, right? And I'll come do a conversation. I'll do a sign. I'll sign your books if you purchase your book from Amazon or somewhere, and I haven't signed it, but I'm also going to bring some copies of books with me. If you need to purchase books, I'll bring books. I'll primarily bring Book of Jewels, and I'm hoping that I can do Dallas the next day, like that Friday. I haven't found a venue in Dallas yet. I don't know what's going on down there in thank you, Ernestine. I don't know what's going on down there in in Dallas, but y'all venues aren't returning our calls and emails. We getting all these automatic email replies. But I would like to do Houston on Thursday, October 13th, and then turn right around and go to Dallas and do them on the 14th, that Friday. So I'm going to complete the application today for the venue in Houston, Thursday, October 13th. And then I'll go ahead and lock in the venue. And then I'll put the tickets on sale and all of that stuff. And I'll come on down there. I'll try to drag Keon and Nikki and or Ryan and or Scott. You know what I'm saying? Like I'll try to bring some of them with me. But at any rate, so just let me know. And then I may need to do my hometown, because I'm planning on going home for a visit, and I need to do a little talk over there in Baltimore, because the last time I did DC with Derek. Oh yeah, Elliot. Yeah. Drag Elliot. I may not be able to bring the entire cast of characters, but yeah, I need to do something in Baltimore, because the last time Derek and I did DC, so I would have to do something in in Baltimore. I'm definitely coming to. I'm definitely gonna come to North Carolina. We can definitely have more than 2 hours. I'll have the venue from 7 to 11. But I'm just thinking for the people that have to get up and go to work the next day, like it won't be that long. Like we'll do like a little talk, and then we'll sign books, and then we'll do like a little meet and greet after or whatever. And we'll do like a Q&A and that kind of thing. Thank you very much, Philip. And we'll do a little talk back. But I'll have it until 11, so that we'll have time to get out of the venue and all that stuff, because I don't want them charging me no overtime. Amen. My girl Kava says she'll fly to Baltimore too. Come on, somebody. Let me know about Baltimore so I can book my hotel. Amen. That's why I was kind of nervous about doing October 13th in Houston, because that's not even a month. Like that's less than a month away. And I wanted to have time to promote it and give people time to get hotels if they're going to be coming from a different city, because I know Texas is huge. So there may be people coming from Killeen or Austin or places like that. So I wanted to give you guys time, but I'm definitely going to do the application for the venue today. And I'm just going to pull the trigger. I'm going to step out on faith. I'm going to go ahead and book the venue, Niece. I'm going to go ahead and book the venue for Thursday, October 13th. And then I'm going to put the Eventbrite together and put the tickets out for that. And I'll let you guys know. Amen. Come on down to Hampton Institute. I just got my Hampton plate today. I ordered a Hampton plate for the license plate. I'm on my way to get my car now, and they better give me no shit when I get over here. Because I surely didn't put no gas in this car. I told y'all that story the other day. It's like, I ain't putting no gas in this car. Y'all done inconvenienced me. I'm not putting no gas in here. And they better not give me no problems when I get over here. Speaking of that Taco Bell study, I did mine too. I picked up the taco. It's right here. And of course, I'm not eating it. But yeah, I'll get my $75. I just went to pick up the taco and I just got to fill out a little form. Thanks for my $75. But anyway, listen, don't forget to sign up for Paid for Your Say. Kim and I are going to do a live Zoom next week, but it's only going to be for members of Paid for Your Say. We're going to take your questions and we're going to walk you through it, show you how to get this money. And then that's that. And then, so go ahead and sign up. It's www.paid, P-A-I-D needs, P-A-I-D, because I know some of y'all are spelling bee challenged. PAIDFORYOURSAY.com, paidforyoursay.com. And the promo code is Craig175. Kim says she ain't coming down past lower than 150 no more. She's done with that. So needs to go ahead and sign up. She said she ain't doing that no more, Needs. She ain't doing that. Is this my exit right here? Yeah, this is my exit. But I do need to find a venue in Baltimore. I've done the Arena Players before, but I don't know if I want to do that again. We'll see. I need something cheap and cheerful. Amen. Cheap and cheerful. Last little bit of my taco. It's $5 Friday. Fine nigga Friday. Thank you, Adrian Lowe. Adrian Lowe just sent something over here. Thanks, Neve. My girl Michelle Goddess. Oh, Michelle said, if I can't have friends like you and yours, I don't want no friends. I know that's right, Michelle. Thank you, Jenny Griffin, my girl Jenny Boom. Cassandra Alexander, Dana Moore, Marcellus, Nia Williams, Barbara Hyman sent me a little love offering for my 1-year anniversary for the house. Thank you very much. Brandon Fowler, Datis Boardley, Jose Robles, Kimberly Dooley, Lamika Woodbury, my girl, and Powerful, and Christine Brown. Thanks, niece. I did a one-on-one today that was so it was so powerful, right? You know I'm still doing these one-on-ones. If you want to book a one-on-one, just email me through my website. I did one today with a young lady. Now, I'm just gonna give you the little scenario. I would never betray your trust and say who it was or give any specific details. But this young lady, and I said to her, I said, I really need to start talking about this again on the live. Because once upon a time, I used to talk about this kind of stuff all the time. And as we've grown, I've started talking about other things. But I need to kind of get back in the paint. Amen. I need to get back to having these conversations about relationships and knowing your value and knowing your worth in your friendships and in your relationship. Baby, I was supposed to get my hair cut today. Let me segue real quick. I was supposed to go and get my hair cut today. How about my barber? When I woke up, he had texted me at 7 o'clock this morning, because please believe my phone be on Do Not Disturb. He was texting me at 7 o'clock this morning to tell me that he had to reschedule me for next week. I'm going to be at my housewarming looking like a homeless person. Do you see this? So I'm going to have to try to trim this down a little bit or something. And maybe I'll just wash my hair real good and tie it down. Excuse me. And maybe hopefully I'll have be able to lay it down a little bit so that it looked like I had a haircut. I don't know why this took me this way, but it did. But at any rate, niece, back to what I was saying. I need to get back to these conversations about relationships and things. And my thing is, Carlton can't cut it. He ain't here. So he ain't gonna be able to cut it. But Here's the thing. This young lady is in the military. She has 3 years until she retires. So that lets you know the kind of work she's done in her career, right? That she's about to retire from the military. And if you know anything about the military, baby, you know they're going to get benefits. I got an uncle right now who's a vet. And he just found out that he has to get on dialysis, right? How about the VA will pay for him to get a one of those chairs that my mother has in her house? They'll pay for that. They have transportation. Remember how I had to find transportation and do all that? They'll set up transportation for him to get back and forth to dialysis. Like, when you're in the military and you retire and shit like that, they got great benefits. So she's about to retire from the VA. I mean, she's about to retire from the military in 3 years. Now watch this, niece. This lady has 3 children. I believe she has 3. She has one that's older, and then she has 2 younger ones. And she's dating a guy. She's in her 30s, and the guy is like 44. And she's dating a guy that he's not honoring her. Let me put it that way. He's not honoring her. And they've been dealing for 2 years. Over 2 years. And I said, well, how long have you guys been together? She said, well, let him tell it. We're not together. We just like talking. She said, we've been talking. I said, how do you talk to somebody for over 2 years? Talking? How you talk for over 2 years? No, you talk for maybe a couple months. You talking for over 2, you talk for 6 months. No, at some point, there needs to be a graduation point. And I said, see, that's the first mistake. I said, see, you allowed him to do this talking thing, but you gave him the benefit of a relationship. You know, sex, she doing stuff for his kids, his mama, you know, spending time, doing all that. Come on, Rachel Smart. Rachel, is there a place that you think I can do a little signing or something in Baltimore? Are there any places that you can think of? And so, because I really don't want to go back to the Arena Players. But anyway, so she, you know, and she's really into him. She's really into this guy. And what happened was she had reached out to me last week to do a one-on-one. She had sent her money to pay, and I had scheduled it, but then she our schedules kept mixing. And one day I messed up. And then another time when we had it set, it was her birthday, because her birthday was the other day. And some coworkers of hers had something planned, so she had to move it. And so then we finally got it today. But she said, Craig, when I first reached out to you, I was going through it. She said, I was crying. I just couldn't get myself together. She said, but I'm glad that you and I didn't have the conversation then. She said, because I don't think I would have been open to what you were talking about, what you were trying to hear, right? What you were trying to say. And I said that to her. I said, I don't think that you would have been receptive. And so, but here's the gotcha, niece. The man sells drugs. I said, girl, you about to jeopardize your military job, your good government job, and all that you work for. You about to retire in 3 years, and you dealing with this. And I said, girl, you know what? I got to get on the live. I said, I got to tell the people. I said, I got to remind my ladies, not just the ladies, but my gay men that do too much for these men in these relationships because you think that's going to secure them. And I'm going to tell you, like I told her, a man who's really into you isn't expecting anything from you financial. The only thing he wants from you is your love and your time and your affection. That's it. She done paid $2,000 to get him out of jail last year or some shit because he had a DUI. I think it was a DUI, she said. It wasn't related to the narcotics. It was a DUI. She ain't got her money back. And I said, girl, let me just say this to you. I said, you may not get your... I said, because it's been a year. You haven't gotten it back. You may have to just chalk that up as your loss. And she said, okay, I'm fine with that. This little white lady over here minding my business. Girl, I'm on my live. Mind your business. She looking. And so I said, you may have to chalk that $2,000 up as a loss. You may not be getting that money back. I said, but take your peace of mind and run. Damn that $2,000. I said, because I'm more than certain. And she started crying on the live, and my heart really went out to her. I said, take your $2,000, the rest of your dignity and the rest of your self-respect, and go ahead and leave. I said, because niece, that man ain't gonna give you the $2,000 because she's asked for it. He ain't. First of all, he wouldn't have got no more pussy from me if I ain't get my $2,000 back. God knew what he was doing when he made me a man. Because I'm telling you, if I had a pussy, turn me down because I'm about to talk real crass for a second. Then I got to get out of this car. If I had a pussy, ain't nobody sitting here, but I had to tap somebody. If I had a pussy, I didn't tell my friends before. I said, baby, if I had a pussy, I'd really be dangerous. Because the men that I would date wouldn't get no pussy until they had took care of some things for me first. You'd be so desperate for some of my pussy that you'd be paying my mortgage. You'd be taking me on trips. Don't even ask me for no pussy until you take care of a few things, okay? Don't even ask me. You ain't wined and dined and showered me, and you looking at me for some pussy? And I'm not saying sell it. That ain't what I'm saying at all. But what I'm saying is a motherfucker would have to earn my pussy. Do you hear me? You'd have to earn mine. You'd have to put some time in. You ain't gonna be able to just take me down to the Sizzlers or the Applebee's and think you're gonna get down in my coochie. You just wouldn't be able to. That's all I'm saying. Now, I don't know about you and your household, but as for me, my house and my pussy, if I had one, my cell phone bill would be paid. You'd have to earn some. My cell phone bill would be paid, my mortgage, my car payment. I have a little discretionary income if I needed to go and get my nails and hair done, if I wanted to go to a little shopping trip. You'd earn that. You'd have to earn it. You would have to virtually fall in love with me before I gave you some of mine. Now, I don't know about nobody else. I'm just saying. You'd have to damn near be in love with me. But you would have definitely earned it. Okay? You be trying to add me to your benefits and shit, and we ain't even married. But, babe, what's your social security number? I'm going to put you down here for my... Babe, what's your social security? What's your sociable security number? Okay? You ain't taking me down to the Sizzlers and thinking you're going to get some coaching from me. I'm just not going to be able to do it. So my point is, you would be so anxious for some of my pussy that you'd be jumping all kind of hoops trying to get some. Amen. But back to my girl from the one-on-one. And we laughed and we cut up a little bit too. And and ironically, she doesn't live here in Georgia, but she did come to one of my events. I ain't gonna say which one because I don't want y'all trying to narrow it down. But she did travel to Atlanta to one of my events. And so but I think that cry that she got out on the call, that helped her. And I said to her, and I gave her a lot more stuff that I'm sharing with you guys here. But I said to her, part of the reason that you need to leave, I said, first of all, when we get off this call, you need to block that nigga and then delete his number from your phone. Amen. I said, but part of the reason you're leaving, because one of her little girls said to the man, well, when you going to marry my mama? I said, let me explain something to you about children. I said, see, children are a lot more sensory than we are as adults at times. Because as we grow and we get older and we move into adulthood, we get less connected to our intuition. Not always, because I'm always talking to y'all about my intuition and my spirit. My spirit told me to take my ass to get my hair cut yesterday, but I ignored it. And I paid attention to that today. And I said, see, you should have listened to your first mind, right? But kids haven't been exposed to much of the world yet. So they still listen to their instincts. a lot of times, or they paying attention to things instinctively. That's why you could be in a marriage right now or in a relationship right now, and your kids are aware of what's going on. Even though you haven't had conversations with them, they can feel it, they can sense it. So the little girl said to the man, "When you gonna marry my mama?" I said, "You know why she said that to her? Said that to him?" I said, "She said that to him because she can feel the energy between the two of you. She knows that you're not happy. She knows that you're not happy, and she knows that man ain't doing you right." I said, "But the reason that you need to leave this man is not just for yourself and your own peace of mind and your self-worth and your dignity, but you're leaving because you want to teach your daughter not to stay when they're not happy." Somebody need to shout. You're teaching your kids through example not to stay. Because if you stay, you're teaching them to put up with that kind of foolishness. Because your childhood always shows up in your relationship. And so her little girl, 10, 15 years from now, could be in a relationship and putting up with that same foolishness because that's what was modeled for her. But if her mother says to her, "Baby, you know what? This is why I left him. This is why I left him." But more importantly, I said, "Girl, you worked too hard in your career to jeopardize it for this nigga." And I'm going to say this again to the ladies and gay men, because a lot of y'all got a lot of discretionary income too. And then you end up getting with these guys because you so glad to be with them. I'm talking to the gay men right now. Some of y'all be so glad to be with them because they so closeted or DL, and you so glad to have a piece of a man. So you paying his bills and letting him drive your car and paying car notes and shit, and letting him stay with you for free. And every time y'all go out, you paying for the food. Who am I talking to? My point is, you've worked too hard for your stuff, for what you've built for your life, to be adding some man to the deed on your house, and he ain't paid nothing for it. He ain't contributed nothing. You worked too hard to be using your money, your savings, to go bail somebody out. Your spirit and your intuition told you on the way to the bail bondsman not to bail that nigga out. And then look, my homegirl that I was talking to today on the one-on-one, she said to me that she was going through her own thing and she had to pay $25,000 in attorney's fees, and that nigga didn't help her with none of it. And that was during the same time that she gave him the $2,000. She was trying to figure out her own stuff, and she still squeezed $2,000 to give to him. Stop doing that, y'all. Love doesn't require that. Love doesn't require that from you. He can expect for me to put out, but he ain't gonna get it until I'm ready to give it to him. He gonna definitely serve some things, some purposes before I decide to give it to him. But you gotta, and it's just like, I hate to see people, you work so hard for something, you didn't started your own business, and then because you're in love, you now all of a sudden make this man a partner in your business. Why are you making him a partner in your business? You did all right on your own. You done built it to this point on your own. Why are you giving him part of your business? You trying to show him that you in it for the long run? No, that ain't how you do it, niece. That is not how you do it. But at any rate, listen, let me get off of here because thank you, Sheila St. Julian, for the Cash App. Come on, somebody. Let me get off here because I got to go ahead and get this car and then go on back down here through this traffic. Thank you, Kava, for the Cash App. I see you down here. Big Mike, my girl Aisha Green. Who was that over there? My girl Cheryl Shannon. Thank you, niece. But yeah, so just remember who you are. You got to remember who you are. And so my advice to her, my last piece of advice to her today was, as you move out of this relationship, be patient with yourself. Give yourself grace. Give yourself time to heal. But most importantly, choose better the next time around. Choose better on the next time around. When you start dating again, I said, stop dating down. Stop dating down. You need to date up. You need to date that man or woman that makes you nervous around them because they're so successful, or because they're so highly intelligent, or because they're so accomplished. Go for that person. And I said this to her, I said, a lot of times people date down because they're intimidated to date up. Don't let no man make you nervous. Don't let no man or woman make you nervous. Okay? Even if you are a little nervous on the inside, don't let him know or her know. You understand what I'm saying? That's who you need to be with. Always walk in the direction of fear, whether it's in relationships, whether it's in your career, whatever it is. Like, don't be dating down somebody that's going to always be leaning on you for help. Date someone that doesn't need anything from you except your love and your affection. That's it. That's all they should need from you. And I'm not saying that once you get into your relationship that, the person can't say, babe, can you send me $100 to do this, that, and the third? You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying, but if it's something that you can't do, or if it's something that is going to make you uncomfortable, then you need to say, no, babe, I can't do that for you. I ain't going to do that. That's what you say. You let them know you can't do that. Don't put yourself in a predicament. Love doesn't ask you to do that. It just doesn't. You know what I'm saying? There are times that I've asked Carlton to do stuff, or he'll ask me to do stuff, but I know I can get it back from him. You understand what I'm saying? And usually he ain't asking me, like, for example, the other day, he asked me to pay the guy that did his lawn because Carlton wasn't here. So I paid for the guy to do the lawn, but Carlton sent me my little $70 back. That wasn't number $70. But my point is, you understand what I'm saying? I knew he was good for that $70. I knew he was going to send me my $70 back. And then something else happened one time. He needed me to... Oh, Daniel did some work over there for him while he was in Pittsburgh, and that was $1,000. And I paid Daniel the money, and then Carlton sent me the money right back. I'm not saying you can't help your partner, but you need to help a person once you've built something, you solidify something with them. You feel comfortable and situated and grounded in the relationship. You don't just do that for somebody that you try. Good night. No, ma'am. But all things are lessons that God would have us learn. That's what my girl Iyanla Vanzant says. All things are lessons that God would have us learn. So hopefully she learns from that. Hopefully somebody will learn from this conversation, and you won't do that because you might be on the cusp of doing exactly what she did. And let me get all my shit up out of this full loaner car so I can go ahead and get my own car. Let me get my insurance card. Ain't nothing back here. Let me get y'all up out of here. Let me get my holder. All right, so listen, you guys have an amazing weekend. Don't forget, October 13th, I'm going to come to Houston. So block off the date, niece, because I'm going to go ahead and lock in that venue. All right, have an amazing weekend. I'm going to give you guys some Patreon from the housewarming. I'm not going to be live, but I will give you some Patreon from the housewarming. All right, bye.